So good evening, everyone. So this is about UGC NET JRF in home science. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. I hope it's visible to all of you.
Yes.
Okay. So let's start. So first of all, you have to learn, why am I here? Why are you all here? So UGC NET or NTA UGC NET is an examination for determining the eligibility for the post of assistant professor or junior research fellowship award in Indian universities and colleges. So here we know this, right? So UGC conducts exams twice a year. Mostly it is in July and in December. There are 2 sessions. So this is for eligibility for assistant professorship and for junior research fellow. The examination is conducted by the National Testing Agency or NTA. Earlier it was conducted by the CBSE. Before that it was conducted by UGC itself. Okay, so some certain changes have been made and now it is conducted by National Testing Agency. Now, what are the benefits of NET? Why do you have to qualify NET? All of you here are postgraduates, right? In home science, you might be in clinical nutrition field. Some of you might have chosen food and nutrition. Some of you might be in extension education. So all of you have something in common. That is, you all are home science postgraduates. That is, you have chosen a subject of home science and you have got the postgraduate degree. Now, what is the benefit of qualifying NET? First of all, NET is a basic qualification for assistant professor jobs. Now, the assistant professor means it can be in colleges. It is also there in self-financing and government-aided colleges. So the basic qualification or the minimum qualification is postgraduate degree with 55% marks and the UGC NET. The salary, you know that it is a minimum of 45,000 for the aided posts. And the self-financing, it depends on the college which you are applying. Now, the next one is the most important. I always ask people to go for the junior research fellow. Now, what is the difference? Is there 2 NETs? No, only one UGC NET is there. And you can either opt for only lectureship or you can opt for UGC NET plus JRF. There is no extra fees for JRF. Only thing is that there is an age limit for JRF. There is no age limit for assistant professor. So JRF, especially for all the people who are below the age of 35, I think there are only women here. In my registration form also, I didn't find any males here. So I can say it as a female group. It's a only female group. So I can say that for junior research fellowship, the age limit is 35. If you are below 35 years of age, I strongly recommend that you go for JRF, Junior Research Fellowship. So you have to aim really high. Now, what is the benefit of JRF? JRF is a very beneficial thing because it helps you to pursue research with a starting monthly stipend of 30,000. So this is you get to do research, you get to do PhD, you get to apply as a project assistant, you get to apply for project fellowship, etc. and with a monthly stipend. Okay, so JRF is when you get a high marks. When you get high marks for NET exam, you are eligible for JRF. Now, there are a lot of other benefits also. You get preference in jobs, in public sector enterprises also. For example, the Oil and Natural Gas Corporation of India is also asking for NET qualified people, because NET is why NET. Why not any other not any other qualifying examination? Because NET means it is completely academically oriented. So for somebody who has passed NET, they will have some teaching and research aptitude. That is the main reason. And number 2 is they will have a lot of other exam is very competitive. Lot of 20 lakhs people have applied for the NET last year. That is the combined December and July batches, and very few, only the 6%, the top 6% only qualify for NET. So that is why it is very important. That is why it is a highly preferred thing. A net qualified person is a preferred person because he is among, or he or she is among the top 6% in that field. So if you want to be a good, you want to be known as a expert in your field, it is always good to have a net certificate with you, and become a qualified to be a teacher at graduate, postgraduate level. So whenever you are applying for any teaching post or anything related to academic subject, academic things, it's always good to have a net certificate with you. And the best part of net is that it has lifelong validity. Only JRF is only 3-year validity, but the net, UGC net, is for lifetime. If once you have qualified net, that means throughout your life you will be a net qualified person. So that is the best part of net. And junior research fellowship, the best part is that it has for females, that is why I've told, for females the age limit is 35, for men it is 30 years. So for women, we have a little more advantage that till 35 years, you can apply for junior research fellowship. And you get to apply in any very good research institutes for PhD, etc. And then you get a monthly stipend also. Now, this is the more about the mode of conduct. It is an online examination. Now, the application fees is for general category 1,000 rupees. For OBC, EWS category, it is 500. For SC, ST, and transgender, it is 250. Now, the selection process, there are 2 papers, paper 1 and paper 2. The exam is combined. Earlier, it used to be like morning, afternoon sessions, etc. But now it is a combined paper. It is only 180 minutes totally. Okay, there is no gap in between. Everything is, the exam is held all together, 180 minutes. And there are 2 papers. That is paper 1 and paper 2. So 3 hours, it's continuous paper. So the net exam was started in 1989-90 time. So after that, the minimum qualification for assistant professorship has become UGC net. Now the score validity for JRF is 3 years and lifetime for assistant professorship. So 3 years means within 3 years, you have to register somewhere for your PhD. Then only you will get the monthly stipend. Don't think that I have qualified the JRF, so I am eligible to get the stipend. No, it's not like that. You have to, after securing your JRF certificate, you have to go and apply for PhD in any university, and then you get the monthly stipend, etc. You can go for any reputed institutes, because they all, any reputed, yeah, let me tell you about this also. When you're doing PhD, if you want to apply in any top universities, they always go for JRF, because JRF means you are assured that the candidate is among the top, or he or she knows the subject very well. So that is why JRF is very important when you are applying for PhD. Now, the exam duration is 180 minutes, that is 3 hours in total, and there is no gap in between the paper 1 and paper 2. As soon as you finish paper 1, there is the paper 2 is, you will start doing the paper 2. It is an online examination. So you will get other details of the exam, like syllabus, etc. in the UGC official site. And then, of course, I'll also share it with you guys. Now, eligibility, I have already told. The masters is the 55% marks in the masters is the eligibility, I mean the minimum marks, and 50% for the reservation category for women, etc. It is 50% marks. Age limit, no age limit for net. JRF, just 35 years for women. Now the exam pattern, so we can say, I told you there is a paper 1 and paper 2. So paper 1 is mainly teaching aptitude and research. Sorry, teaching and research aptitude. That is paper 1. So it is a general paper which is compulsory for all net aspirants. If your subject is commerce, your subject is mathematics, everybody has the same paper, that is paper 1. So that is a general paper. It is for 100 marks. And the number of questions is 50. Okay, and paper 2 is the double of it, that is total marks is 200, and you have 100 questions, and all the questions are multiple choice questions. There is no descriptive session. Earlier, long time back, it was descriptive, so it was really hard for you people to get net, but now it has become multiple choice questions, so it is not very difficult. Once you know certain things, it is very easy. And the best part of UGC JRF or net is there is no negative marking. So that's a very, very positive thing, because you know that certain exams like all this entrance exams, even CSIR, JRF, they all have negative marking. But in the case of UGC, there is UGC, JRF or NET, there is no negative marking as of now. We don't know what comes in the future. If there is negative marking, it will be really hard for us, right? So now there is no negative marking. So that is one very positive thing about UGC NET. Now, I don't know what is in the future, if they might change it or not. I don't know. And the duration is 3 hours without any break. Okay, so this is the research aptitude and teaching and research aptitude. What is a research and teaching aptitude? Means about a person's willingness or a person's interest in the field of teaching and research is noted there in the first paper. So there are many topics related to teaching, research, etc. How research is conducted, how you have the different methods of teaching, student relationships, all these things are covered in the first paper. You have lot of resources for paper 1. So at present, I am not planning to take paper 1, but in the near future, like this course, I'm actually doing it for 1 year. So by the towards the middle of the year, like July, August, I'm planning to start paper 1 also. So that will be free of cost, of course. Because I've not decided it yet. So if I'm providing it, it will be completely free of cost. The paper 1 will be free of cost. You don't have to pay anything extra for the paper 1. But now I have not decided. Starting, I'm not going to take the paper 1. Now paper 2 is home science, which is of 200 marks. That is exactly double that of paper 1. So home science, we will be dealing in detail in our coaching program. I will be taking home science in detail. So now we have an upcoming exam coming up. That is in March 22. The online application will start. These are only tentative dates. I'm not sure. I've just checked the online site, and so there is a next month or so the dates will come up for the online application, and the exam date might be in June. We don't know. So this is just a tentative schedule. It can vary. It can go up to June, July, or we don't know. The corona situation, so many things, so many factors are playing there. So we don't know exactly. This is a tentative schedule. Okay. So now talking about our platform, our online platform for UGC JRF. What am I planning to do, or what you should expect from this coaching program? So Home Scientist is a platform to promote the teaching, learning, and research in the field of home science. Just like the name suggests, Home Scientist is for home science. Okay, it is. So talking about myself, my name is Fasila Mohammed Rashid. I have done my degree or graduation in home science and post-graduation in food science and nutrition. I've completed both my degree and under post-graduation from Mahatma Gandhi University, from CMS College Kottayam and St. Teresa's College Ernakulam. So this is about me. And I have qualified the JRF, UGC JRF thrice. That is once when I was in my postgraduate, the second year. Then once in 2017 and once in 2019. So at present, I have a valid JRF certificate with me, and I am planning to start my research as soon as I can, because my JRF validity is going to end soon. So this is about me. Now, what so on a personal note, let me tell you what benefits I have because of my JRF. So on a very personal note, let me tell you, there is initially, that is, I have when I completed my post graduation, I completed with the JRF certificate, and so for me it was very good, because as soon as I finished my post graduation, I immediately got a job. And that too because my teacher had called me personally and asked me to teach in the college. So that is very special to me, because because of my certificate in NET and JRF. That is the reason, that is the only reason that I got this job as soon as I finished my course. Now you might be asking, okay, we have all finished it, we didn't get JRF till now. But the thing is, how did I get it thrice? I'll tell you one thing. One thing is, I am a very continuous learner. Means I keep in touch with the subject very constantly. I love studying. So you might be thinking, okay, I don't like studying, how will I? It's not like that. Then the thing is, in 2017 and in 19, or both the years, when I achieved the JRF twice, I was in constant touch with the subject. That is, I was teacher in home science. So I was teaching the subject. So I had constant contact with the subject. And so I knew most of the points, and that was undergraduate level. Okay, so all the subjects were covered. So it was very easy for me to get the JRF. But let me tell you, it is not at all hard. It is not at all difficult. When you have somebody to support you, it's very easy. Okay, so we have mainly 10 units are there in home science for our UGC syllabus. The first one is food science and food service management. So let me ask you, who all are there from food science background? Can you please raise your hands? Food science, food service management, clinical nutrition, all those people. Okay, could you please tell me your name? Pixel 4A. I can only see that name like that. Can you unmute yourself and tell me your name?
My my name is Amina Zabir, and
okay. Okay, could you tell me where you're from?
I'm from Ernakulam, and I completed my graduation from St. Teresa's College.
Okay, what about PG?
Yes, masters from St. Teresa's College.
Oh, masters. Okay, fine. Okay, Amina. Okay, then Susan is also from. Okay, Susan. Okay, Susan Jacob from CMS College, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay. And then there is Sijini. Okay, then anybody else who's also food science, food service management, clinical nutrition? Anybody? Okay. What about the others?
Shakila.
Okay, Shakila. Yes. What about others?
Okay.
What about others? Can anybody tell me where you're from, which background you're from, so that I can understand you better? Okay, anybody from textiles, apparel designing? Anybody from textile, apparel designing? What about housing, interior design, FRM, family resource management? Anybody? Okay, so we have 10 subjects. So first one is food science and food service management. Second is nutrition and dietetics, textiles, apparel designing, then extension management and community development, resource management, housing and interior design, child development, family studies, communication for development. So these are the 10 units. So what I am planning to do is I'm going to take classes from each of the units. I'm not going to finish one unit, one module completely and go to the other. I'm going to take classes from each of the unit. You know why? Because I want some of you, I want all of you to actually register for the June session also. So that June session, when you write the exam for your June session, I want to know where you stand. You might qualify it also, because I'm going to start taking classes from all this, like textile class I'll have, then apparel designing, housing and interior design, resource management, all these units I'll be touching. So in your June exam, you might be familiar with all the topics, or at least you would have heard of some things, or you know what is what. Okay, so that is what I'm planning to do. I'm not going to finish one entire subject and then go into the other. No, I'm not going to do like that. If I have started with textile, I'll teach us a unit of textile and then go to maybe resource management. All these are independent subjects. They are not very much interrelated. They stand independently. Okay, so one thing in textile is complete, that fashion designing and dietitian, completely different professions, right? A fashion designer is, you can't even imagine them to have share something in common. So it's totally different. So one lesson might be in fashion designing, another lesson might be in dietetics. So I want to touch all this before June itself. So okay, so that most of you can attempt your first exam in June, this upcoming exam, so that many of you might qualify, some of you might not be able to qualify. It is okay, you can always go for the next one. So this program I'm going to do, it is for one whole year. Okay, all these contents, all the video lessons, the mock test, everything will be available to you for the entire year. So you don't have to worry about, okay, I didn't qualify June. What do I do? The portions have not been covered. No, I'm planning to it for a one whole year. Okay. Okay, so the main features of the program means it will be online, recorded sessions will be there. And the second one, okay, recorded sessions are recorded sessions, just like I have shown a demo class, and I'm also planning to have some differences also, because I got an opinion that there should be video, like, so you have to see the person, then only you will feel more interested. That is also a very good suggestion, so I have taken up that suggestion. So I am planning to do classes with whiteboard, etc. So I have the whiteboard and all with me, so I'll take classes like that also, not just PowerPoint presentation. I'll take other like recorded sessions with a whiteboard and showing my face also. I think that is also good for you, because I think it feels more personal, I feel. Okay, the next one, the live interactive sessions. I'm more interested, or I'm more excited about the live interactive sessions, because I have always wanted to see students, or I want to interact with students more. So it is helpful for me also. I also feel very comfortable in live classes compared to the recorded sessions, because recorded sessions, it's always just a screen, right? So the importance of so talking about live interactive classes, I'm planning to start the classes next week. Okay, that is in March. Around March 4th or 5th, I'll be starting the classes. So I want you all to join before that, because I don't want you all to miss the live interactive classes at all, because I feel we have a more, what do you say, more personal touch when there is a live interactive session. Now the thing is, even if you join in June, it is okay, you will be able to have access to all the materials, everything is there, but you will miss the live interaction. And there is one more thing that I want to do is, I want to make study groups. Okay, if you have a partner to study, it's always good, right? It's not just one person looking looking at the screen and studying it. It's always better to have a group. So now we already have, so it will be like a community of UGC net home science aspirants. So you can do group study, you can discuss, there will be discussions will be there, doubt clearing will be there, everything will be there, and you can always contact me also. So whenever you have a doubt, you can just message me in the group, so that I can clear it then and there itself. It will be available, and also you can share it with your friends, they also might have the same doubts. So I want to form a community base, like all of you will be having, because one person will, for example, Susan will have some notes for certain subjects, and they're her own notes, and she can share it with other Asifa, for example, so that you can all learn together. So it'll be a very what do you say, a very good experience for you if you can share as a community and learn together. And live interactive classes are also very good, because you can also ask me in like whatever doubts you have, you can ask. And also it will be a lot of interactions, and what do you say, when we're having quiz and all, I'll be asking questions, so it will be more, you will be alert. And the best thing is about live classes is that, for example, if I give you 100 recorded sessions, it will be there in your computer or your mobile phone. It will stay there till the, what do you say, when the exam notification, or the day before the exam, or 2 days before the exam, you might check your mobile and start seeing all the videos, and it's not going to help you. But if there is so if you have a weekly somebody is there to tell you that, okay, this week you have to study these things, I think it's far better. We have to be in constant touch with the subject, then only anything it is possible. Trust me, if you learn, you have 100 recorded sessions, and you are planning to do it like December 21st is the exam, December 18th you are starting to look at from the first chapter, first unit onwards, you are going to look at your mobile phone, and you're watching all the videos. It's not going to help you, it's not going to help you at all. So only recorded sessions I don't recommend at all, because there should be somebody to actually monitor your progress. I tell you, every week Okay, then only it's going to help you, because I told you I was in constant touch with the subject, and only because of that I was able to achieve it. This is from my part. I am sure that that is the only way. You have to be a constant learner. If you're having this problem with recorded session is this, we tend to ignore it until the last moment. We don't look at it at all. So that is a problem. So I want live interactive session. That is, I'm more excited about the live classes than the recorded session, if you ask me. Then study notes, of course. Study notes is there. Definitely, I'll give you very simple notes for you to prepare everything. Then mock tests. Yeah, that test will be like every 2 weeks. I'll be conducting some mock tests on the portions that we covered, so that you will know how it is, and it will be with timer. So that speed is also very important. You should not be. You should be able to know it. You should be able to attempt it very fast, very quickly, so that you will. It is a practice tests are very important. So these mock tests will have questions from the previous year questions, and also questions that I have made myself and from other sources which I have collected. Okay, so mock tests, study notes will be provided, live classes, and online recorded sessions. All these things will be there. Okay. So okay, so these are from your side. What I want is, I want you to all to be continuous learners. Okay, when I mean continuous learner, that is why I'm excited for the live session. You need to prepare now itself. So I'm congratulating all of you that you have actually chosen to come here, or taking the first step is very important. I'm very happy that you have taken the first step, that you wanted to be somewhere, or you want to be an academic person, or you want to have something like a certificate in your CV. It's not just a certificate. Let me tell you, I've worked as a I've worked as in the research field. I've worked as a junior research fellow. I've worked in the academic field and also in the industry. In all these three areas where I've worked, I've always got that privilege because I had this JRF certificate. I was, for the interview, all the interviews, I got a lot of preference over the other candidates because of the JRF certificate. So when you have a JRF certificate with you, you are one among the top in that field. Okay, in home science, in the subject of home science, you are somebody who knows, or you will be recognized as somebody who is on top of that. You are in that top 6% in the whole of India. Okay, so that is why you have this. So I'm congratulating you all. So one thing from your side, what we want is, you have to be continuous learners. If you yeah, we all have a lot of we are all busy people. Even I am busy. That is why I have taken a break and started teaching like this. So you have to find time at least thrice a week. That is what I said. Dedicate the time at least 3 times in a week, half an hour. That's enough. Half an hour, 3 times a week. That's what I'm asking you for this subject. Yeah, please tell me. Okay, so actively then you have to participate in the live sessions. You have to participate very carefully. You have to very actively, so that you can benefit it completely. And then you have to test yourself in the mock test. I'll be providing mock test, and you can do it, and then you should know where you're standing. Like for example, initially I'll give you a mock test, and then you will know by the end of the year from where you have come and to where you have reached. So that is the best part about mock test. You will know where you stand. How much will I score for the next exam? So this is how you will be preparing for this exam. Okay, so I hope you have got some clarity about the procedure and things like that. Any other doubts? Any doubts, please tell me.
Ma'am.
Tell me.
Hi, ma'am. Ma'am, I want to ask, like, at what time the live classes will be on? Like,
Live classes, I'll give a poll. And for example, so I'll give a poll like as to what time is convenient for all of you. Okay, so what is the as and when I get all the students, I'll get a so that all, it might be in different. I am not at present, I'm not working. I'm full time here only, so uh, time for me is convenient only. So I took a break from work because that is how I started this program. So it will be according to your convenience. I'll take a poll like I want at least 50% of 50% attendance I want for the live class minimum. I want everybody to join, of course. If not, at least 50% of you should be there for the live session. So I'll take a poll like I'll ask you all like when is the convenient time, and then I'll post the live sessions.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, when will be the last day to register the program?
Till tomorrow I have given there is a 20% off, and if you want to pay in installments, that is also okay, because next week onwards I'm going to start the program. By Friday or Thursday I want to launch it. So this the platform is All. Actually it is an independent platform. So they are only hosting the videos, etc. But today I think the link was not working. I'm not able to do it. I'm not able to contact the people also. That is why I conducted an independent Zoom meeting. But otherwise it will be in All platform. So they are handling the fees and things like that. Any other doubts? So I have chosen this platform because they have all these features for video sharing and things like that. So you will be registered as a student in Vinyol, and then from there you will be able to see all the content, study materials, videos, etc. Okay. Okay, so anybody of you like who don't have time to be a continuous learner, like as like 3 times a week is too much. Does anybody feel that way?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, let me tell you about myself. I have two kids who are below the age of 3. One is 2.5 years old and one is 9 months old. I told you I'm a continuous learner. I am actually doing a PG in psychology in distance mode. So I'm also planning to write the JRF for psychology as well. Not now, after I finish my PG. So I'm also in constant touch, even though I'm also having a lot of familial schedules and things like that. Work is also there with me. So I'm also finding time for myself to study, teach, etc. And I'm also planning to join for PhD soon. So I'm also a busy person. But I found time to study, like most of the video works, etc. I do it like around 4 o'clock in the morning. The demo class and all I had started very early, like 4, because when my kids are sleeping only I can do all these things. So I'm also a continuous learner. So if you want, so don't think that it's too much, or like dedicating a 3 hours, 3 times a week is very little if you ask me, but you have to do that. That is from your part what I'm asking you. You should do that, then only it can, because I don't want, that is why I'm not giving just recorded sessions, because recorded sessions I know it will just end up in your mobile phone or wherever the platform, it will be just there, and only on December 21st or the 19th you will start looking at it. That is what is that's what happens in most of the coaching programs, online coaching programs, because it is recorded. But if it is live, or if you have somebody to just push you, I'm sure it's better. It's always better if there is somebody to tell you, oh, how much have you reached. If I'm asking you a question, what is this, you should be able to understand, you should be able to answer it. Okay, how many of you have watched the demo class? Nobody.
Yeah, I watch it.
Okay. So okay, fine. I'll can I ask a question?
No, I just heard. I not listen fully.
Okay, fine. That's fine. I'm just asking. Okay, so I'll be asking some questions also. Like when I'm doing my live sessions, just random questions. You can be prepared. So when you have decided to do this, okay, you have to be very. I mean, you should be very serious about it. You know, in the case of, even if it's a, okay, there are two things are there. One more thing I have, now I told you I'm a continuous learner. I have also mm, what do you say, I have registered for many programs, okay, many online classes I have registered. But one thing I've always felt is that a lot of classes, okay, a lot of classes, like different types of classes, like even machine learning and so many types of classes I have registered, but ones which I pay fees and I which I'm, which has like weekly sessions, I'm more serious about it, and the rest are somewhere there in my phone or my email. It is there. I have no clue where it is. When I see when I open my mail also, I'll get notifications, but I don't open it. But those programs which have weekly sessions, I'm very serious about it. I have another, like, personality development, which I have, like, weekly sessions are there. I'm very serious about it. Other than that, all the others are, all the recorded sessions are kept over there itself. So that is why I'm telling you need to be constantly in touch with the subject. Okay, so thank you so much. So this is my
Okay.
the email address and phone number and website is there. So anything, you can call me or just message me in case I am not able to pick up my call. I'll be on I'll be available by phone. Okay, there are some questions in the chat box. I'm so sorry, I didn't see it. Okay. The duration of a live class. Okay, duration of a live class will be half an hour. So half an hour live classes. I don't want to, increase the number. I mean, the watch time. Even the recorded session will also be less than half an hour. I don't want to. I know the attention span is very limited, so the classes will be like 20 to 25 minutes, or even less than that also, because that is why in thrice a week, 2 to 3 times a week, I'll be uploading a video. It will be recorded, and a live class either once a week or once in 2 weeks, depending on the type of subject. If it is a very easy subject, there won't be any need for any live class. If it is a little tough subject, then we'll have a live session. Okay, any other doubt? You can ask in the chat box also.
Ma'am,
Yeah, tell
hello,
me.
ma'am. June ആകുമ്പോത്തിന് അപ്പൊ സെഷൻ തീരോ?
June full
June
I won't
ആകുമ്പോത്തിന്
full session തീരില്ല. സോ ജൂൺ ആകുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് എന്താണ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ, ഞാൻ എല്ലാ സബ്ജക്റ്റിന്റെയും കുറച്ച് ഭാഗങ്ങൾ ജൂൺ വരെ ആകുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് തീരും, പക്ഷെ ഫുള്ള് തീരില്ല. ജൂൺ ആകുമ്പോ തീരില്ല.
ലൈവ് ക്ലാസ്
പറഞ്ഞോ.
ലൈവ് ക്ലാസ് ഡെയിലി വെച്ചൂടെ? ഡെയിലി മീൻസ് ഹോളിഡേസ് അല്ലാത്ത?
അങ്ങനെ ഞാൻ വെക്കാൻ എനിക്ക് പറ്റില്ല. ആ ഒരു സാഹചര്യം ഇല്ല. എല്ലാ ദിവസവും ലൈവ് ക്ലാസ് വെക്കാനുള്ള ഒരു, അതാണ് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞത്. ഞാനിപ്പോ ഒരു ബ്രേക്ക് എടുത്തേക്കുവാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് 2 to 3 times a week ആണ് ഞാൻ ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത്.
ഓക്കെ, ജൂണിലെ സെഷൻ പ്ലാൻ ചെയ്യായിരുന്നു. അപ്പൊ അതിന് കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ആവൂന്നുള്ള രീതിയില്.
കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ആവില്ല. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞില്ലേ, ഓരോ സബ്ജക്റ്റിൽ നിന്നും എല്ലാ ഭാഗങ്ങളും കുറച്ച് ഭാഗം. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ ഒരു സബ്ജക്ട് മാത്രം ഫോക്കസ് ചെയ്യാതെ. ഇപ്പൊ എക്സാമ്പിൾ, ഇപ്പൊ ഒരു ദിവസം ഞാൻ ഫുഡ് സയൻസിന്റെ ആണ് എടുക്കുന്നതെങ്കിൽ, നെക്സ്റ്റ് ഡേ ഞാൻ എന്താണ് ടെക്സ്റ്റൈലിന്റെ ആയിരിക്കും. അപ്പൊ എല്ലാ സബ്ജക്റ്റിൽ നിന്നും കുറച്ച് കാര്യങ്ങൾ അറിയായിരിക്കും. സോ ജൂണിൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഷുവർ ആയിട്ടും അറ്റംപ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യാം, നോ ഇഷ്യൂസ്. ബട്ട് ഇറ്റ് വോണ്ട് ബി കംപ്ലീറ്റ്. കാരണം ഒരു ക്രാഷ് കോഴ്സ് പോലെ ആവത്തുള്ളൂ. കാരണം മൊത്തം സിലബസ് നന്നായിട്ട് പഠിക്കാനാണെങ്കിൽ ഇത്രയും ഷോർട്ട് പീരീഡ് കൊണ്ട് കഴിയുന്ന, ഐ ട്രൈ മൈ ലെവൽ ബെസ്റ്റ് ടു ഇൻക്ലൂഡ് മാക്സിമം സിലബസ്. ബട്ട് ഐ എം നോട്ട് ഷുവർ അബൌട്ട് ദ അതായത് ഫുള്ള് പറ്റുമെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നില്ല. സോ അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഞാൻ 1 year വാലിഡിറ്റി പറഞ്ഞത്. 1 yearലേക്കുള്ള ഒരു ഇതായിട്ട് ഒരു കോൺസ്റ്റന്റ് ലേണിംഗ് എഫേർട്ട് പോലെയാണ് ഞാൻ ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത്. Okay.
ഓക്കെ. അപ്പൊ ഏജ് ലിമിറ്റ് 35 ആണോ? 32 അല്ലേ? 35 ആണ്
സ്ത്രീകൾക്ക്
JRF ഏജ്.
വിമന് 35 ആ.
ഓക്കെ.
ഞാൻ ഓൾവേസ് ഐ ടെൽ യു ലൈക് 35 അബവ് ലെസ് ആണെങ്കിൽ JRF തന്നെ, കാരണം ആകെ ഒരു ടിക്ക് മാർക്കിന്റെ ഡിഫറൻസേ ഉള്ളൂ. ഫീസ് ഒന്നും എക്സ്ട്രാ കൊടുക്കണ്ട. ലെക്ചർഷിപ്പ് ഓൺലിയും JRF ആൻഡ് ലെക്ചർഷിപ്പ് 2 ഓപ്ഷൻ ആണ് ഉള്ളത്. അപ്പം ഓൾവേസ് ഗോ ഫോർ JRF ആൻഡ് ലെക്ചർഷിപ്പ്. ഡോണ്ട് ഗോ ഫോർ ജസ്റ്റ് ലെക്ചർഷിപ്പ് ഓൺലി. കാരണം നമുക്ക് അതിനകത്തൊന്നും നഷ്ടപ്പെടാനില്ല. ജസ്റ്റ് യു ഹാവ് ടു റൈറ്റ് ഇറ്റ് ലൈക്ക് ആ ഒരു ടിക്ക് മാർക്ക് അവിടെ വെക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ യു ഗെറ്റ് ദ JRF. Provided you study and do it well.
മാം ഒരു ഡൗട്ട്.
പറഞ്ഞോ.
JRF-ന് നമുക്ക് ഏജ് റിലാക്സേഷൻ ഉണ്ടോ? ഇപ്പൊ ഞാനിപ്പം നെക്സ്റ്റ് ജൂലൈ 38 ആവും. അപ്പം എന്തെങ്കിലും OBC
അതാണ് 30 ആണ് സാധാ, 35 ആണ് റിലാക്സേഷനോട് കൂടി 35 ആണ്.
ഓക്കെ ശരി.
അത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ. Any other doubts?
No, ma'am.
No.
മാം നെക്സ്റ്റ് എക്സാമിന്റെ ഡേറ്റ് ഡിക്ലെയർ ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ലല്ലോ ഇതുവരെ.
ഇല്ല ഡിക്ലെയർ ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല.
ജൂണിൽ ഉണ്ടാവാൻ സാധ്യത കുറവല്ലേ?
ജൂണിൽ ഉണ്ടാവാൻ സാധ്യത നല്ല കുറവാണ്. അപ്പൊ അതാണ് ആ ഒരു സെഷനിലേക്ക് നമുക്ക് ഇപ്പൊ ഒരു ഓഗസ്റ്റ് സെപ്റ്റംബർ ഒക്കെ ആണെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് സുഖമായിട്ട് നല്ലപോലെ ഇതൊക്കെ കവർ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടാവും.
ഓക്കെ. സാധാരണ നമുക്ക് നോട്ടിഫിക്കേഷൻ വന്ന് നമ്മൾ അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്ത് ഏകദേശം ഒരു 5 to 6 months കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടല്ലേ എക്സാം വരാറുള്ളൂ?
5 to 6 months വരെ ഗ്യാപ്പ് വരില്ല. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ പ്രാവശ്യം ഗ്യാപ്പ് വന്നായിരുന്നു ഈ കൊറോണയുടെ സിറ്റുവേഷൻ ആയതുകൊണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ യൂഷ്വലി അത്രയും ഗ്യാപ്പ് വരാറില്ല. ഇപ്പൊ ഈ ഒരു 2 വർഷമായിട്ട് നെറ്റ് കംപ്ലീറ്റ്ലി നെറ്റ് എക്സാംസ് മൊത്തം ആകെ കുഴഞ്ഞു മറിഞ്ഞു കിടക്കുമായിരുന്നു. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് കമ്പൈൻഡ് ഒക്കെ ആയിട്ട് ചെയ്തത്. പക്ഷെ അത് വെച്ചിട്ട് നമ്മള് ഈ ഒരു 2022 ആകുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് ഏകദേശം ഒരു സ്റ്റേബിൾ ആയല്ലോ. അപ്പം അത്രയും ഡിലേ വരാൻ ചാൻസ് ഇല്ല. അറിയില്ല എന്താണ് നാളെ സംഭവിക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത്, നമുക്കൊന്നും പ്രെഡിക്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ല. യൂഷ്വലി ഇത്രയും നാൾ, അതായത് കൊറോണയ്ക്ക് തൊട്ട് മുമ്പ് വരെ കറക്റ്റ് ജൂൺ പിന്നെ ഡിസംബർ ഇത് രണ്ടും കറക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് നടന്നുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നതാണ്. വേറെ ഒന്നും ഒരു എക്സാമും നടന്നില്ലെങ്കിലും കറക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് നടന്നുകൊണ്ടിരുന്ന എക്സാംസ് ആണ് ഈ നെറ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. പക്ഷെ ഈ ഒരു കോവിഡ് സിറ്റുവേഷൻ വന്നതിന് ശേഷമാണ് ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഇത്രയും ഡിലേ ഒക്കെ വരാനുള്ള ഒരു. പിന്നെ മാത്രമല്ല ഒരുപാട് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു നവംബർ തൊട്ട് ജാനുവരി വരെ കുറെ എക്സ്റ്റെൻഡ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഒരുപാട് ഡേറ്റ്സിലുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. പല പല സബ്ജക്റ്റിന് കുറച്ച് ബാച്ച് ആയിട്ടാണ് നടത്തുന്നത്. അതും ആദ്യമായിട്ടാണ് അങ്ങനെ സംഭവിക്കുന്നത്. മറ്റേതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ജസ്റ്റ് 1 വീക്കിനകം എല്ലാ നെറ്റ് എക്സാമും എല്ലാം കഴിയുമായിരുന്നു. ഇതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ കഴിഞ്ഞ വർഷത്ത് മാത്രമാണ് നവംബർ തൊട്ട് ജാനുവരി വരെ ഇങ്ങനെ 2 മാസം നീണ്ടു നിന്ന ഒരു എക്സാം ആദ്യമായിട്ടാണ് അങ്ങനെ സംഭവിക്കുന്നത്.
ഓക്കെ മാം, താങ്ക് യു.
ഞാൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കിയെടുത്തോളം ഈ പറഞ്ഞ JRF-നൊക്കെ നമ്മളൊരു സബ്ജക്റ്റുമായിട്ടൊരു നല്ല ബന്ധമുള്ള ഒരാൾക്കാണെങ്കിൽ വളരെ എളുപ്പത്തിൽ കിട്ടാവുന്ന ഒരു കാര്യം. പിന്നെ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞല്ലോ, ഞാൻ പേപ്പർ 1 ഒരുപാടൊന്നും ഞാൻ പഠിച്ചിട്ടില്ലായിരുന്നു. പക്ഷെ എന്നിട്ടും എനിക്ക് JRF കിട്ടാനുള്ള കാരണം ഈ പറഞ്ഞ ഹോം സയൻസുമായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു കോൺസ്റ്റന്റ് ആയിട്ട് എനിക്ക് ഒരു സബ്ജക്റ്റുമായിട്ട് ടച്ച് ഉള്ളത് കൊണ്ടാണ്. സോ ഞാൻ പേപ്പർ 1 ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞില്ലേ സൈക്കോളജിക്ക് ഞാൻ പ്രിപ്പയർ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. അപ്പം അതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ പേപ്പർ 1 നോക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. അപ്പം ടുവേർഡ്സ് ദ എൻഡ് ഓഫ് ദിസ് ഇയർ പേപ്പർ 1 ഞാൻ ക്ലാസ് എടുക്കാൻ പറ്റുവാണെങ്കിൽ ക്ലാസ് എടുക്കാം. അത് ഫ്രീ ഓഫ് കോസ്റ്റ് ആയിരിക്കും. കാരണം ഞാൻ ഇതുപോലെ ഞാൻ അതിനകത്തൊരു സ്റ്റുഡന്റ് ആയതുകൊണ്ട്.
ഓക്കെ. ടീച്ചർ നമ്മളെ കൂടെ ഫോഴ്സ് ആയിട്ട് നന്നായിട്ട് സപ്പോർട്ടീവ് ആയിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നമ്മളും കൂടെ നല്ല രീതിയിൽ ഉണ്ടാവും.
ഓക്കെ. സപ്പോർട്ടിനൊന്നും യാതൊരു കുറവും ഉണ്ടാവത്തില്ല. എനിക്ക് എല്ലാവരും നല്ല രീതിയിൽ JRF കിട്ടി അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നെറ്റ് ഒക്കെ കിട്ടി നല്ല രീതിയിൽ അയക്കണമെന്നാണ് എന്റെ ആഗ്രഹം. മാത്രമല്ല എനിക്ക് വേറൊരു ഇതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഹോം സയൻസ് എന്ന സബ്ജക്ട് എനിക്ക് വളരെയധികം ഇഷ്ടമാണ്. ഞാൻ +1 മുതൽ ഹോം സയൻസിലായിരുന്നു. സോ ഐ എം വെരി പാഷനറ്റ് അബൌട്ട് ഹോം സയൻസ്. So I'm very few students are there in home science, so I feel very sad. So I want to promote this subject also. That is also one of my aim. Okay, so and there my website name itself is homescientist.org. That is my website. So that is for promotion of home science. So I want to promote the teaching, learning and research in home science. So that is also one of my objectives of starting this program. So I want more and more students to come to home science. So it should be a lot more popular than how it is now. Okay. Okay, so I think we can end the meeting. Hope, wishing all of you all the best. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.